like having a group of like-minded people will
Seems like our moderator is having some challenge with his network. Let's give him a moment. If he's not here in a moment, we'll continue with our section.
okay. There's a liar. Alright. So please, you wish for pardon me. My network keeps on having issues. Alright, so our topic for this networking in the crypto space, and we have our speaker here. Jose, she's the CEO of Jose Graphics, a blockchain educator, a tech lover, and the CV choke. So we just call her up to start our presentation. So just say Maria. I think you can, if you can hear me, please can you can unmute yourself now and start the presentation while we all listening. Please, I will encourage everyone to get their jotter and their pen and get something down. This is not just like any other mass session. This is going to be a mind blowing mass session. So please, let's get something. Let's get our pen and jotter ready. So Jose Maria, if you can hear me, you can. The floor is yours. Or rather, the podium is yours. You can start the session now.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Please, good evening, everyone. I would like to confirm if anyone can hear me. Can anyone hear me? Good evening.
You just continue.
Please, if you can hear me, I would like you to face it. Okay. All right. Good evening. My name is Ose Maria Ogechi, the CEO of Ose Graphics. I'm a graphic designer, and let me just not bore you guys with everything about me. And let's just go straight down to our topic for tonight, networking in the crypto space. Please, I don't know. I would like this session to be more of an interactive one. So I won't just be the one talking, doing the talking alone. So I hope that's permitted over here. Moderator, Shadrach. Can anyone still hear me? Oh my.
Yes, I can hear you.
I hope I'm not talking to myself.
No, not at all.
Okay. All right, let me
I can hear you.
go straight down. Okay, all right, thank you. So I'll start by networking in the crypto space. What's the crypto space all about? Okay, personally, when I talk about the crypto space, I try to compare it to like the normal physical world, the one we are in. The crypto space is like a world of its own, a digital world of its own, where every normal activities that goes down here in our physical world, similar things happen. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's compare it to we know we do buying and selling. Yeah, like you go to the market, you purchase something, you pay, then you do some transactions. Similar things happens in the crypto world. The crypto space also covers financial transactions. In the crypto space, the currency is called the cryptocurrency. We have the cryptocurrencies like the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, so many tokens, so many currencies that you use to purchase. You go into the crypto markets, you go into crypto exchanges where you trade and and perform some transactions. Now, networking in it, because we can't talk about networking in a particular space if not understanding what the space is all about. So that was why I had to just give like a brief explanation of what the space is all about. In the crypto space, like I said, there is just what you find in the physical world can be found there. In our physical world, you need so many people to be able to like run activities. So many, like in the crypto space, you need a graphic designer. Same applies to the physical world. In the crypto space, you will need um you will need a data analyst. There are so many niches in the crypto space. We have the data analyst, we have we have the media team. In fact, what backs up the crypto space more is majorly the media team. This is something that has to do with the digital world. It's not something physical. Okay, so I like to confirm. Hope I'm still being heard.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, you can hear you.
All right. Thank you. Now
Yes, can hear you.
let's move into networking. All right. Thank you. Now let's move into networking in the crypto space. Networking in the crypto space is basically more like how to find yourself, like how to place yourself in this. Everybody have been saying crypto, crypto. It's still kind of afresh. It's not yet known. There is a technology that backs the crypto world, which is called the blockchain technology. For you to network in the crypto space, you will need to have a basic understanding of the technology that backs it up. So there in the crypto space, we have the blockchain technology, and in the blockchain technology, it is there that the will I say the milking of the money tends to be, because in the crypto space we have so many niche. We have so many niche in it. We have those that we call themselves the traders. All they do specifically is trading. Now, to network in the crypto space, you will need to make sure that you have a basic understanding of what the space is all about, of what the space is all about. All right, so now let's jump straight down to what the media is all about. The media is the biggest industry that cuts across other industries. Like I said earlier, the major thing that really for you to network in the crypto, the major thing you need to know, if you don't have an idea of what the media is all about, then you will find it difficult to actually like place yourself in the system. Having a background knowledge of what the system is all about is there. Then how to find yourself to interact and find yourself in the system is another thing. So to do that, you will need to have a basic idea of what the media is all about. The media team is basically the funnel that connects products, businesses, and their clients to the world at large. So in the crypto space, you find yourself you need to make sure that you are always
Please, I think network just, I think our speaker is having issues with our network. So just give her some little time, just few seconds for her to get back on the call. Give her a few seconds. Please, I hope you are getting what she's saying. I hope you're getting what she's saying. She has started by explaining to us what the just summarily what the crypto space is all about. Um and then type of persons that there are that trade, those just invest and all that. And then she's currently talking on how we now network in the space. So we'll hope just wait for her to get back on the call. I think she had little issues with her. Okay, so I still wait for her to get back on the call. Please, we can Please, you can try to invite others. You can try to invite others to the call. Try to invite others to the call while you speak. While the speaker gets back on the call, you can try to invite others. All right. Okay. Um, the speaker is still having issues getting back on the call. Okay, we still have the second person who is meant to just like summarize the whole thing for us. So would like to have him now, the CEO of Sophie Group. He will just give us his own part of the presentation while we wait. Whenever the speaker comes back on, then she continues from where she stopped. So Sophie, um, CEO of Sophie Group, Epegbe Shedrack, I think you can now give us your presentation. I know you were meant to come later on, but since the speaker is having an issue, you can now give us your presentation now while we wait for the guest speaker to actually come back on the call. All right, thank you. Over to you now, Sophie.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I welcome you once more to the call. And while we await our guest speaker to do justice to the topic, I'll just make some little contributions to the space. We all know networking per se, it's a big word. It's not just peculiar to the crypto space. It's peculiar to every walk of life. It's popularly said that your network is equal to your network. So it just boils down to the number of people, not just, sometimes people mistake networking for the the people they know. Okay, networking is not just about the people that know you. It's, sometimes you can go on Twitter and you see someone can be following 5,000 persons or following 100 persons or following 200 persons on their Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook. It's not about the people that you follow, it's about the people that follow you. Or if you're talking about LinkedIn, you're not talking about people who you follow, you're talking about people who are actually mutual connections with you or people who are following you. So as we proceed on the call, of course, we'll be seeing with which you not just follow people, you get those persons to notice you. I think towards the end of the call, I think other persons can still make their contributions. So as I was saying, it's not about people you know. A lot of persons, we know so many people, but those persons don't know us. Okay, so how can you actually network your way into the crypto space? Early last year, I as a result of my network, let me just use that word since that's the topic. As a result of my network, I came in contact with a Nigerian-based crypto influencer that is a Nigerian crypto influencer that is based in Dubai. I started following him up in his platforms, Twitter, Telegram, and I was privileged to get his WhatsApp number. Okay, I think we have our guest here. Let me just
Hello.
pause.
Hello, guys. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Oh my God. Wait a minute, please. At what point did the network go off?
You were talking about creating a niche.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. That means I've been talking to myself. Wow, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why my network have been this way. But please, that being by the side. Okay? I've talked about a brief introduction of what the crypto space is all about. Now, let's move over to what opportunities are in the crypto space. I think that should have been what brought about the niche, creating of a niche. So there are various opportunities you can get in the crypto space. One of the opportunities is financial. You can get financial benefits. At the same time, you have the blockchain technology which backs up the crypto space. You can also get some health benefits because the blockchain is a shared immutable ledger that facilitates the process of recording transactions. So now one of the health benefits you can get from the crypto spaces is, let's say for instance, we have a a person involved in an accident, for instance, then some individuals, they tend to have previous health issues. So if the blockchain technology is like being imbibed all over the world and generally accepted, then you find out that with the blockchain technology, you will be able to keep records of every individual's health issues. So once the particular person who had an accident gets into is taken to a hospital, they can quickly log into the person's profile and be able to find out that, okay, this is an asthmatic patient. So if I'm giving this person a particular drug, I'm not supposed to give him this or that. Now, the other benefits and opportunities also is you can also use it to create, because coming into the crypto space will help you to create this, we help anyone who comes into the crypto space will have to come in with a mindset of getting ready to build online, like to make yourself, getting yourself to be available in the digital network, because in the digital world. So whoever that is not like fully prepared for to be active might not necessarily be able to maintain his or herself in the crypto space, because it's really wild. But I would just like to talk about, like, where I'm going to specify more is going to be the part of media, because that is where I kind of like fall into as a graphic designer. In the media, this thing we have the content writers, we have those who write the content, we have the graphic designers, we have the dev developers. Anything that has to talk about making that is linked to bringing something to the faces of people is what the media is all about. So to network in the crypto space, one of the ways you can network in the crypto space is by, first of all, joining a community where to help you keep track of your record to make sure that by the time you start fully into that, make sure that first of all you join a community to make sure that you gain knowledge of what you are about to like talk about, or what you're about to build yourself into, because it is only what you have that you can actually give out. Please, I'd like to know, is I hope I'm not talking to myself again. Hello?
No, no, you're not talking to yourself. We're hearing you.
Okay. Now let's move straight into how can one get into
No, we
crypto
are
space.
here, please.
Okay, thank you. So like I said, to get into the crypto space, there's nothing much. Just make sure getting into the crypto space is basically you being going through a learning phase, trying to learn. You get to learn what the blockchain technology is all about, get to know what the space is all about in depth, so you can be able to find where to place yourself and how to place yourself into, and how to level yourself into, and make sure that you are able, because to network is simply to connect. And when you want to connect, you need to have something that, when someone wants to connect to you, you need to have a particular value that, okay, yes, that this is my purpose. This is when I finally connect to this person. Let's say, for instance, you have a very big business person a business personnel on mind, and you be like, I want to connect to this person. I would like to network with this person. Big people that like, big people will only want to connect to people that they can gain value from. So to connect to someone, to network into the crypto space, you will need to fill yourself with much knowledge. Now let's talk about what can, how will I put it? What can stop you? Like what the possible things that can actually be like a barrier or a bridge to you networking in the one of the thing is if you are not consistent. Consistency matters a lot. You need to be consistent in your learning phase. You need to be, you will not come out and say, oh yeah, okay, I am a web developer, and by the time you come today, you just post one, next time we see you is in 2 weeks time. No, you need to be consistent in the crypto space. You need to make yourself keep making and making sure that when you are trying to make yourself available to the social world, to the public, you make sure that you are not making noise at the same time. You've got to be intentional of what you are doing. I preach more on find a particular niche, find something that you know you are good at, find something that you know that you love doing. Then focus on it, learn it, because in every stage in life there is the learning phase, then there's the earning phase. You learn it properly so that by the time you are moving
Okay, sorry for that. I think network has shut our speaker off again. Alright, so sorry for that. Okay, so please, would second the second speaker, please you can continue from where you stopped. Whenever the guest speaker comes back on, she'll join up. Whenever she comes on, she'll join up. So the second speaker, you can continue now. See your Sophie group. A paper share that you can continue with the call. When Jose Maria comes back, she'll continue from where she stopped. Please, I hope we are getting ready our questions. We are listening and getting ready our questions. So far, Jose Maria has said a lot of things like niches in the crypto space and what can hinder you from actually um, improving your network in the crypto space. And then the key things you need to like start up a profitable, a good network in the crypto space. So please, I hope we are jotting down these things and also getting our questions ready. All right. So the CEO of Sophie Group, over to you now. Over to you now.
Okay, thank you so much. Um, I'm really learning a lot, and it's getting quite interesting. And talking about let me just point something out. Okay, let me just point something out. When we are talking about networking, earlier I talked about it being proportional to your network, your net worth, the people you know, or let's use it the other way around, the people who know you, okay, actually determines if it's my boss will always say who you follow determines what follows you. Okay, so you really need to pay attention to the key players. She made mention of finding a niche, which is very, very important. Let's take, for example, your Facebook page. When you go on your Facebook page, on your Facebook feed, what do you see? You see probably a music artist, you see about politics, people talking about, there shouldn't be so much noise on your feed, on your Twitter feed, on your Facebook feed, on your LinkedIn feed. If that is that's one way for you to see whether you are actually being confused or you are following the wrong people. If, for example, you are a graphics designer, I recommend or expect that the people who you follow should be the top. At least you should know and follow the top graphics designers in the world, the top graphics designing brands in the world. If you are into fashion, make sure you are following the top fashion brands in the world. Take, for example, you are into crypto space. On Telegram here, I'm personally I'm following not less than 15 to 20 crypto communities that have engaged members over. Some crypto community I belong to over 200,000 members, some crypto community 2,000, some 5 million members, subscribers, and the rest. So you need to know what the big players in your fields are actually doing. Okay, that's also part of your network. You need to know what the big players in your field are actually doing. This one we are talking, this in the part of followership. Okay, in followership you can also learn a lot, but when it comes to you being a voice in the field, I think that boils down to where our guest speaker was talking about you creating a niche and being consistent in what you are doing. Let's take for example, I think there was a time we wanted to partner with someone, and the person, okay, no, it was actually one of our master class. I think someone saw our advert from Ogun. He saw our Facebook advert from Ogun, and it was like, I've attended several online classes, and how am I sure that you will not just waste my money? And what I did was I told him, the first thing we are going to do for you is to give you 3 days. You attend the class for 3 days free of charge. If you feel you want to continue, you continue. And what really convinced the person was that I sent him our official Facebook page. Just go to the Facebook page and go as far back as 2 years, 3 years. You will see that we have been consistent in what we are doing. Okay, so you need to be create a niche and be consistent in what you are in that niche that you have actually discovered. I was discussing with one of our advisor, and he said, discover there is money in the blockchain. Every field in the blockchain there is money. So you just need to discover that niche and begin to build a community around yourself. You know, recently I actually started I joined LinkedIn about 2 or 3 years ago, but I wasn't really serious with my LinkedIn
Now, what
until
does it take to build in public?
okay, our speaker
Now,
is
what does
here.
it take to build in public? To build, to be a networker, what does it take to be a networker? To be a networker, it's more or less like building in public. To build in public, it takes consistency and sacrifice. Now, one thing with the crypto space, it's so wild that we most times think that we are building like we are actually doing the right thing. But most of the times people make noise, like they make noise. What do I mean? Like building in public, for instance, as a networker, can there is a very slight thing, like the only thing that differentiates you, a networker, building in public, and those who is not a networker. Is that a networker can build in public and those who might also be a networker but making noise next thing. The next thing is your track record. Because when you belong to a community, you possibly maybe you being a member of a community, you have a mentor that helps you to keep track of what you are doing, of your progress. To help you keep track of your progress, you attend sessions, you get to know, you get to, when you attend sessions, you have what you can actually talk about. Because remember, I said networking in the crypto space is more or less like just creating an online presence. Because since the crypto space is a digital space, it's something that it's not something physical. So it's something that, in as much as yeah, we know that the gospel of blockchain has to be brought down home, like to even the old women that is using the button phone. But as even at that, one of the major thing now that's like actually milking money, if I should call it, is actually creating a positive online presence. One of the things that could affect you as maybe is the fear of becoming. Most times you begin to feel like, hey, how am I going to start? Like, what exactly am I supposed to do? Okay, yes, I've been attending sessions. I have gotten all the knowledge that I have acquired a certain knowledge. The one thing I just want to say to you is, in being a networker, like networking is actually not something that it was inborn. Maybe you'll be like, hey, just look at this person. It's just moving and so going fine, going well. Like everything about it, just having so many followers. Everybody likes him. Everybody wants to view everybody wants to know what is going on in in his social media. But that shouldn't discourage you, because those things is what is also called the fear of becoming. You are just scared that if I start, nobody is going to listen to me. What if what I'm saying is rubbish? What if nobody pays attention to me? That if you are able to like conquer the fear of becoming, then you find out that you have actually like crossed the first stage. Then if, let's say for instance, you must have, let's say for instance, now I'm a graphic designer. You keep on talking about what graphic design is, how you can link graphic, as a graphic design, you are a graphic designer in the crypto space. You tend to find yourself, okay, how can I design something that will become an NFT? Want to design an NFT, non-fungible token. I want to make a GIF. Maybe I want to design a meme, a crypto meme. When you do something like, and you keep on making yourself available, you never can tell who is who. You don't know who is watching. You don't, because all the people. Let's use Facebook for instance. The people you have as friends on your Facebook list, I doubt you know all of them. Even if you know like 50% of them, you may not know at least 10 to 20% of them. That is one reason why you need to do, because a networker is simply somebody, is just someone that is making himself available to be known to everybody. You may be thinking of, where do I start? Or you can just decide to start by expressing yourself. Maybe you just wake up in the morning. You can decide to start by, okay, I'm going to do it. I will posting only 3 times a week. You just say one thing. You just be like, I'm a graphic designer. Oh, you guys should remember me. Yes, I have a session. If there is any session, yes, I have a session to attend. You make it known to everybody. You place it on your social media, all of your social media. Yes, I am in this session. Why the session is ongoing, you can decide to like take out, maybe there's a salient point that you got from it. You quickly put it. Yes, this is it. That all those things, little things you are doing, is simply building a problem. And once you are doing that, you are already networking, because the moment you do it, you never can tell. Okay, look, let me use myself for instance. I remember when I came into the crypto space full time last year, December. I was just attending from one session to another, to one. No, this, if there is any conference going on, if I'm available, I will go for it. You just keep going. Then whenever you go, as a networker, you have your aim. Your aim is to like, coming into the space before, you have something you were doing. So your aim is to like let people get to know about what you're already doing. So when you attend programs, you try, okay, I love this speaker. You just chat the person up and be like, hi, I'm so and so. I got your contact from this group. I would like us to connect. Once you do that, that is simply networking. There is nothing else in networking than trying to make sure that you are connecting with one person or the other. You keep on connecting, gaining the contact. As you are gaining the contact, make sure you are dishing out value, because people of high value will only want to connect with people of value. Once you begin to connect, you keep on connected to so many persons. This session is there, you go, you attend, you connect to people. By the time alongside, you are telling people about yourself, telling people about what you do, what you can offer to the crypto space, what you can do. One thing, I think one of the assignments I will give now to everyone is to like try to find out what is that thing that you can bring into the crypto space. If you're I can only speak very much of a graphic design, because I keep on thinking, how do I let people know that yes, by the time you sit down, you try to create meme, you try to create. I've been thinking, there was something I noticed of recent. Like most persons talk about the crypto, this, but there's nothing like cartoon. Like I've been thinking, is there any way I can actually create, just maybe a comedy in cartoonize it, animate it, make it in animation form, so that people can actually, when you do something like that, you never can tell. Buying us to be like, wow, who is this? But you do it, you put the hashtag, you keep tagging those contacts that you've gained. They will keep watching and be like, wow, okay, they have been monitoring your progress and making sure that you are not making noise. You're making how you be able to identify that you're not making noise is if when you once in a while you go back to check your track record. Okay, what have I this week? You can decide that, okay, this week I'm going to talk about a particular topic. You try to make sure that yes, on And you can start by once a week, you can start by 3 times a week. You can just make sure that you have something of value that you have, because when for you to actually become very successful in the networking space generally, now let's just not just maybe streamline it basically to only crypto space. For you to become a very like successful networker, you need to first of all need to have a lot of audience. How can you generate your audience? You can generate your audience by making sure you are dishing out something of value. You have your social media, you have your Facebook, you have your Twitter, you have your Instagram, you have even your LinkedIn. Though that LinkedIn sometimes can be oppressing because it's more professional. But even at that, you just keep on make sure you have, if it's like you want to talk about blockchain, maybe you just read something about the definition of blockchain. You place it there. You place it there. People are watching. When you are doing that, people are actually watching, and that is it. You're already networking. Like, because once people are seeing you, once people are you are connecting, you are attending center, you are connecting with people, you are dishing out value, and people are liking what. Before you know what happens, you find out that wow, that you've actually gotten there. One thing I will also like to state is, if along the line while you are building and building, because networking is basically building in public. While you are building and building, you have some challenges. Always feel that is in need of. That is why you have a mentor. Always feel free to like run to your mentor. Always, don't always. Another thing again, don't see yourself as an island of knowledge, because no one is an island of knowledge. So even at the fact that that you are networking, that you are giving out value, you keep on, trying to grab. Again, anywhere you see that session is going, anywhere you just keep on trying to grab. Another way to become successful in the crypto space is, one thing I think, it's volunteering. You can start by like doing a volunteer work, because by in as much as you keep on telling, presenting yourself to be like so good, for people to actually believe that you can actually handle this job very well, you can start like, okay, you just see this person, maybe let's say probably founder of a Binance, you're able to like come across with any of his people, like, okay, I'm going to volunteer. You volunteer that particular skill that you can actually, you do it out for free. So by the time the person sees it and like, okay, yes, you are able to keep to the time, like, okay, I can volunteer, I can do this design for you, I can do this, then you are able to deliver properly. You find out that you've actually gotten yourself your own, you have gotten your own place in the crypto space. um so that's steps on networking in the crypto space. I have indirectly talked about the steps on networking in the crypto space is: one, you join a community; two, you make sure you make sure that you have a value that you are giving out. Yes, make sure you have value that you are giving out. To attract people to you as a networker, you need to be giving out value. If you're not giving out valuable content, if you're not giving out something for somebody to be glued to what you are doing, you have to make sure that you are giving out value, irrespective of what your niche is. You could be a content writer. You may decide, okay, there is this community I belong to. Each thing they want to have is, their content writers may have brought out their own content too, but you can decide to like write up when see the topic. For instance, like, okay, now we have networking in the crypto space. If as a content writer, you can decide to bring up a content, write down some content. Then while you are posting, you post it, put the hashtag Sofe group. You will put the hashtag the manage headrack. When you put that, they will keep noticing, like, wow, this person is the content writer. If there is any need for a content writer, they will always contact you. One of the usefulness of trying to make sure that your online presence is active is so that in case that anyone maybe come across a particular crypto job or come across any job, the first person that comes to their mind will be you. And that can only happen if you are making yourself available to them, like making your skill, showing it, to making them realize that yes, this is what I am capable of doing. So basically, to be a networker just has to do with your consistency. It has to do with your consistency, and it has to do with you have to be somebody that is confident, and somebody that is at the same in your confidence, you are also like you're also like ready to learn. Maybe you may do something, you may post something and be like, okay, no, 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 this is you should have gone through this, you know. It may be something that you've been into for like 5 years, 10 to 12 years, but that doesn't really matter because as a networker, you are always like a networker is always a learner. You learn like every because the space continue to grow and grow and grow. So you just have to keep on learning and learning and learning and learning. And each time you gain a knowledge, you dish it out. You know, just keep on making yourself, creating that online presence. That is basically all that is needed to be successful as a networker in the crypto space. Thank you. Hope I've not been talking to myself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jose Maria. Oh, that's been impactful. That's been impactful. All right. So, the session is still on. Please, Sir Sophie, we would like you now to come on board and give us your own presentation.
Um, Before I continue, I want to thank the guest speaker in a very special way. Personally, I've learned a lot. One thing very challenging with building in public is being consistent with your content. Being consistent with your content. So it's something that even your WhatsApp status can do. You can start from your WhatsApp status, and I think I will not necessarily just go back on what our guest speaker has said. I'll just highlight some other aspects or ways we can actually use to help ourselves network in the in this crypto space that we have actually found ourselves. One thing I would like to point out, okay, she has talked about niche, and also creating a valuable content and don't be noisy. Don't talk about everything. In fact, there was a time I went to Facebook and I started deleting the rubbish posts I posted several years ago, like all these Wakanda Inu, NNU, rubbish Ponzi scheme that we did around 2016, 2017. Start deleting all those content because somebody who wants to employ you or give you something will go through your handles. Don't think they will not. They will do their research. They'll go through your handles, your Twitter handle, your Facebook handle. So if there's any post that you have uploaded on those handle or something that you shared that is not relevant to your niche, just remove it. In fact, in the space that we are currently, um you are not just having a social media account or handle for fun. Like my handle is not, but you don't go there and see. Maybe once in a while you ease the tension and maybe post something funny. But even in that something that is funny, it should still not be too off from what you are trying to build. Valuable content. Then okay, I've said that. Be valuable. Now, being valuable, those persons you want to connect with, like, okay, let's say recently there is this event that happened in Lagos, which is Web3 Delight. Now, Web3 Delight, the convener is currently, I'm actually connecting with him on LinkedIn. And I think I posted that on our on WhatsApp platform about yesterday or 2 days ago. He actually followed our official Twitter page. Our page, we are not even up to 200 or even 250, but someone of that caliber can has followed our page. We also have several verified accounts who is actually following our Facebook page. So if you present yourself a as a person of value, you are sure going to get persons to connect with you. There was a man I was looking out for as a role model in the crypto space. He's a very big name, Tika Tuwari. Recently I got connected with him on LinkedIn and we have been chatting. These are several persons who have 2 million followers, 1 million followers. The main thing is be valuable such that when someone sees you, because one thing you know with some of all these big names is that they don't waste their time. They don't want to connect with somebody that you better just follow them than they connecting with you and you have nothing to offer. Okay, so anybody who is would connect with you would look at your profile and know whether you actually be valuable. Now, in creating your own presence, it's good to start with you can create your own content, but as a newbie or probably you're just getting started, I would borrow one term we use when we're active in network marketing is leverage on other people's content. There are several persons who have built a niche out of this alone. Like what they do is they collect other people's content and share them. You can somebody okay, there is a platform crypto.jobs on Twitter. If you go on their page, what they do is most times, even though that when they've done it so consistently, people send them job position, maybe if they are recruiting or something. But what they do is they just share job opportunities. So if there's any job opportunities as regards crypto, they share it. And okay, a perfect example is BSC Daily. I think let me type it on the chat box. You can just follow them, BSC Daily. They are just so much so into the Binance blockchain that all they do is that anything CZ is posting, they retweet it. Anything Binance is posting, they retweet it. Any news about BSC, they retweet it. They give you tokens that are newly listed on the Binance blockchain, and so on. So when I look at their profile and the fact that they even got to meet with CZ, and the fact that they had an opportunity to actually meet with CZ, the owner, the founder of Binance, and they were very, very much delighted. I was already considering starting something, but is an idea I can drop for anybody who wants to pick it up. You can start creating a niche from. We have other platforms that are big. We have KuCoin there. We have Hobby. We have Gate. All these people have their own chains and blockchain. So you can just no, there is no yeah, it's just like when it comes to community management, there is what they call an outside team, just like ambassadors, campus ambassadors, and so on. If you can create, there is no platform or no company that would not like a someone that is actually supporting them. This now boils down to the team supporting you. Like maybe you go on Gate now, every post that Gate is, you just create a platform like that and you are retweeting what they are actually doing. If you do it so consistently, you will actually start getting noticed. That's just the truth. You actually start getting noticed. So I'm actually still talking about leverage on other people's content. Let's say, for example, okay, our guest speaker talked about you know creating a content and hashtagging Sophie Group. You can actually retweet every post that we post. Let's say our content usually revolves around crypto. If you can do it consistently on your status, people will now say, this person usually talk about crypto. When I started, I was just reposting everything my boss is posting. My boss is a very strong networker, a crypto networker, and so on. So I would just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. In fact, even when I started, Sophie Group started as a platform for just networking. I wanted to create my own community because I discovered that so why I even started the Sufi group was actually to replicate what my boss was doing. Like he had a big community on WhatsApp, several up to I think now his WhatsApp group should be over 30. Okay, he created a group, so I just created a platform where I can actually get maybe products or platforms and just create a community for my own self and actually increase my net worth. Okay, so that's leveraging on other people's content. So you must not necessarily develop content by yourself. You can leverage on other people's content. Follow, like I said, follow the top 10 or the top 20 platforms or persons in your niche, then do what they do. There is this person I follow and I respect a lot, Ubon King of blessed memory. He said his first law of success is copy till you look like original. Okay, so what you need to do is just visualize who you want to be, find persons who are already living what you the kind of person you want to be like, then copy them. If you copy them, you learn their system, and over time you begin to develop your own convictions. Like if I'm writing an article now on okay, let's say today I released an article on crypto trading. Okay, I did that over time because I've followed, I've listened, I've learned. Okay, so another thing I would just let me just list them because we don't have much time. The speaker has talked about regular engagements. Then try to attend. Sorry about that. Try to attend visual or physical meeting in the industry. Try to attend visual or physical meeting in the industry. Then don't follow people who have no relationship with your niche. Okay, don't follow people who have no relationship with your niche. And another thing again I discovered of late from personal experience is that depending on the industry you want to base, there are some social media handle that are not good for you. Let's say if you are into graphics, Instagram is good for you, LinkedIn is good for you. Twitter is kind of general. But if you're into let's say crypto and you are just pro Facebook person, it wouldn't really help. Unless maybe you are an influencer, maybe Facebook is now their algorithm is now working well with videos, live videos, and the rest of them like that. So depending on the niche you actually chose, you need to decipher the best social media platform. Like LinkedIn will actually help you. If you go on LinkedIn, if you are ready to learn, you actually understand. You know, she our speaker talked about LinkedIn being actually when I got on LinkedIn, I was almost frustrated because these people will intimidate you. Like there are a whole lot of persons that are going to intimidate you on LinkedIn. But the truth there is that you are going to learn a lot. If you study the top voices there, you will be able to know how these people get attention and maintain attention. Some of them, let me don't go so much details, but depending on your niche, you need to choose a social media platform to focus on. And sometimes don't focus on more than three. If you're not a company, let's say okay like Sophie Group now, we need to be on several social media platforms because we are speaking to diverse group of persons. But if you're an individual, focus on like there is someone on LinkedIn that is Chinedo Okoye, if I'm not mistaken. She focused on LinkedIn and she had a voice on LinkedIn. She diversified to Instagram also. I don't know if she's even on Twitter. So you can focus on one social media platform, um, get like maximum attention there, then you can now, if you are now saying, okay, now I have a Twitter account, you will really get massive followership. So that's just the little that I have to say. Thank you. Over to you, Shedrack. I think those who have questions can drop their questions in the group, or let's. Okay, moderator, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. See you, Sophie Group, Equipo Shedrack. Um, all right, so please, this call has lasted for almost an hour 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So I bet most of us must have questions. So you can type your question in the group. You can just type your question down in the group, and then the speakers will get back with response to the questions. So please, if you have any question, you can type it in the group. Okay. While that is going on, I would just like to remind all of us that um this um session doesn't just end here. It continues tomorrow. Not session actually, but it continues in form of a quiz. If considered form of a quiz in this same platform, this same Telegram group chat. So all of us that have been on this call, you stand a chance of winning amazing prizes if you partake in the quiz. So I trust all of us have been jotting down something. So just go through it, and then tomorrow we come up same time 8:30 on this group, and you partake in the quiz, and hopefully you'll be among the winners if you answer the questions correctly and also fastest time. So we're still waiting for your questions. Those who have questions, you can just type on the group. If typing is an issue for you, you can actually unmute yourself. I think everybody is free um to talk with their mic. Everybody's allowed to speak, so you can unmute yourself and ask any questions you feel like asking. So, because networking is very serious, a very serious issue in the crypto space and in any space at all, both the physical space and digital space. Network is something serious. If you are just no man's an island, so if you're just you in your space, then that means you're just I don't know, you're like just a single tree and you can't make a forest. So networking is very important. So I think we should have questions. I think we should have like lots of questions flooding the. So please let's ask our questions. Whatever questions you have, you can just ask it. Okay. While wait for that, I just wish to appreciate the guest speaker, Jose Maria, the CEO of Jeffy Graphics. Thank you for coming. I think this is the first time we are inviting you, and you honored us. Thank you. Also reminding every person that next week we still have another AMA session. So please just you can put it as an alarm or a reminder or whatever. Just know that next week, Sunday, same time, same place, we still have an AMA session. The topic will be coming out within the week, the speakers will be coming out within the week and all that. So we should just get ready for next week. And tomorrow's quiz is it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be like 1,000 times exciting. So we should just get ready for that. Okay. Since we don't have any question now, no one has asked anything yet. So I will just take it that most of us understood it because I also understood a lot what the speaker said. I think they really tried. They broke it down for us, reduced all the terminology, so there were no new words or things that were too will I say Um, Sophie or Jose Maria, if you have any last thing to maybe key points or anything to just add, you can do it now. Maybe a little advice or not, just a little advice or anything you have to add before we call it a day. Uh, Sophie or Jose Maria or the both of you, anyone that has anything to add, you can just you can help us. You can do it now before we round up.
All right. Thank you guys for having me. My yeah, my will I call it my parting words will basically wait, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So my parting words will basically be to get started in the crypto space. One, you need to learn, engage yourself in the learning phase. Then to build in public, you need to Sophie Group actually lightly mentioned, it's best to like have a particular social media that you want to like build in first. Then once you've gained that audience in that particular social media, you may decide Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp. To me, I feel WhatsApp shouldn't be counted as the social media you have built because WhatsApp is more enclosed than Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Those ones are more like it's more out there, it's more open. WhatsApp is just your contact list. So I feel if you are doing on your WhatsApp state, like making your regular posts on your WhatsApp status, you should to actually like build. You should try to like try to make yourself target more of either of all those the open social media accounts handles so that with that you are maybe be able to get more audience fast. WhatsApp is also nice though, but I just feel it's best to like build to start as a starter. You have your niche, and whatever it is you have, don't call it too small or too big. Just start. Don't stop. Don't do not procrastinate and just start and watch your success and watch your success, and you find out that before you know everything, you're already also one of the big person in the crypto space. Thank you very much for having me. It was actually nice being with you guys, and thanks for the opportunity to share my knowledge with you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sophie.
Okay, I'll still give my vote of thanks. Let me just say my final words. Um, Thank you for pointing that out. The only reason why I was talking about WhatsApp is sure, I think she has done justice to that, so there is no point going back there. And I would just say is personally, I love learning. I love studying first of all, then learning. Just like I said on LinkedIn, how I think my followers or connection has actually grew by over 200 to 300% within the past 1 month plus. Okay, and it was because I studied. I actually followed some of the top LinkedIn voices on LinkedIn, and I gave my time to understand why they were having so much followers. And one thing they do, I tell you, is that they are always sharing valuable content. LinkedIn is more or less like a family. I don't know. I am falling in love more with LinkedIn than every other handle now. Okay, LinkedIn is more like a family. You create valuable content consistently, and you tag top voices. You get noticed. That's just the truth. I was surprised with the kind of followers I like, the kind of connections people want to connect with you, especially. Another thing, sorry, we didn't really touch it at all, is how do you present yourself on how your profile picture tells a lot. If it's only selfie you have, go and take a nice studio picture that you look responsible and serious. You look like somebody who is really
who has a date with destiny. Like, don't go and put one rubbish picture that looks so somehow, like something. I don't know how to explain it, but make sure your everything, your profile picture should be very professional. Like, it should just be very professional. Then how do you your intro? What is your intro? What is your intro? Because I edited all these things I'm telling you. If you had me as a friend maybe about 4 months ago, like, all these things were disorganized. It was because of the study I told you I did on LinkedIn. I studied, okay, this is how these people arrange their profile. And there's something I'm about to add. I'm saying I'm going to do another go to the studio to run that's on LinkedIn. You can use a video as your profile picture. That's what I want to run because, of course, there are several top voices. In fact, almost all the whole top voices I'm following on LinkedIn have a video profile picture or profile image. Okay, so just like I said, copy till you look like original. The world is built on principles. So if you follow those principles, you would actually replicate those results. So another thing that I skipped was commenting. That was one of the fastest way. In fact, that was how I got the convener of Web3 Delight to actually follow us on Twitter. If you see the people that are top voices in your niche, comment on all their posts. You will get noticed. Like, every comment and tag them, comment and tag them, comment and tag them. Franklin, okay, we Jose Maria is also, I think she's working with Boundless Pay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, she's kind of working with Boundless
Yeah,
Pay.
yeah.
We missed that in your portfolio. We are very sorry. And I think I'm actually
No
consciously
problem.
trying to create. I'm trying to create a connection with Boundless Pay on LinkedIn. Like, I think I've gotten your CEO to like and comment on some of my posts. No, not posts now, comment on LinkedIn. So if I see any of his posts, I will comment and tag him. I will comment and tag him and praise these people. People love to tend to go to it because, where we are focusing on now is first in creating a network is who you follow. When you follow people, you tend to enter their space and tend to learn from them. But when you create a connection, that is, you are following them and they are following you, you get to establish friendship. Okay, so following them might be for you to get value because, of course, they are filled with value. Okay, but creating a connection now is just like Jose Maria said. Maybe the way you are following this person and following, do you know, there was one of the top LinkedIn voices that just chatted me up and was like, wow, that she's working with an exchange. And wow, in fact, from my profile, she would like me to handle some sections, weekly sections, and train some people on crypto trading and so on. From just, I saw her profile, I connected with her, she chatted me up. And on LinkedIn, for example, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, once someone follows you, send the person a message. I do that a lot. If I send you a connection on LinkedIn or Twitter, if you connect with me or you accept my connection, I send you a message immediately. Hi, with the person's first name. I am very excited to connect with you and cheers to a profitable relationship. Just short and simple. Because you just create, once the person follow you, you are still fresh in the person's mind. So you are using that opportunity to create a connection immediately. So once you send the person a message, the person must reply you. The person must reply you and say, okay, cheers. It might be short or anything. But when that person replies you on LinkedIn now, for example, the person can see your intro. the person can see your intro. So with that, you are already in the person's. Do you know what shocked me was our yes day for yesterday? I did not attend Web3 Delight in Lagos, but I so followed their program on LinkedIn. All their speakers, I am currently in connection with them to the extent that one of the speakers commented, she wrote she gave a summary of what happened in the Web3 Delight, the speakers, and to my greatest surprise, towards the end of her post, she tagged me. Like I was like, I did not attend the event. I was just following up on LinkedIn. I was very active. These are top voices in the crypto space. Some of them have already created a connection with them. So it's just very simple. The thing is just it's just very simple. Just be consistent with what you're doing and keep creating valuable content. Because I tell you, okay, there is a story I was sharing before when our speaker was muted. I told you because of a network of mine, I got in contact with someone who is a Nigerian that is based in Dubai. And because of the information I got from there, I'll just be giving us a glimpse. Okay. How many are we now? We are just 9 on the call. This will be at least let it be what we took home. Let it be what we took home. I got to know about leverage token. I know most persons, in fact, I've asked so many crypto tutors, fellow crypto tutors, they know nothing about leverage token. Um, what it means is that there are just like we have features. Okay, now I'm not giving you a signal, so he's going to bless you actually. So um, what leverage token is more or less like let me call it a a, a token that is like features trading. Let's say for example we have leverage token. Example can be Dodge Bull. They are on I would just recommend 3 exchanges to buy leverage token. Don't buy on gate.io. Their leverage token is not so good. I will recommend you buy on Hotbit, on Binance, or FTX. But I will advise you buy on FTX. Okay? We'll probably drop a link to the exchange so you can sign up and buy. Now, what it means is that currently, okay, let me just blow your mind. Sometimes when you attend webinars like this, you can be blessed. You can be blessed. I'm going to share my screen. At least for you to burn your data and be online. We have been online since 8:30. That's almost an hour plus, close to 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, let me just use TradingView. I'll share my screen and just blow your mind. Okay, this is an information that is only available to our VIP group, but I'm going to drop it here because you have taken your time to be online till this time. Just like you are spending your data. It tells us that it tells us of your commitment to knowledge, and surely I'm just going to drop something for you. So I will advise that you act on it. Just give me a moment. Let me share my screen. Just want to go to the chat first. Let me share my screen. Okay. This one, I got this information as a result of my network in the crypto space. People can bless you, you don't know. Okay, so you just to maintain a mutual relationship with people. Bear with me. Let me open the chat. Let it be something we can view. Okay, I'm good. If you can see my screen, let me know. If you can see my screen, let me know.
We can see that.
Okay, I said I'm just going to reward us, at least the eight of us who are on this call. I'm going to drop a signal for us, and let it be part of the networking. This is an information that is only available to our premium group.
I can see your screen.
Okay, let me just go to trading view. Now, I was talking about leverage tokens. This is an example of a leverage token. This is Dodge Bull. It's called 3x. This one is on FTX. You can see this is the last price. This is the all-time high of Dodge Bull. What can you see here? $228,000. This is the normal Dodge that we know. This happened around that should be around May last year, May and April and May, when Elon Musk was pushing Dodge token. Remember, the normal Dodge token went as high as 6. The normal Dodge token went as high as $0.7. $0.7. But each its leverage token went as high as $200,000. Now, blockchain is going to make millionaires. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you was that somebody connected me to this person. At least I think that day I was watching an online a Facebook live video of his for over 3 hours. I slept by 1 a.m. So he told us that someone who bought leverage token of Polkadot, if I'm not mistaken, Polkadot. This was happening around early this year, around February. Yes, around February, March. Bought a leverage token of Polkadot around November, December last year. Was already sitting on $5 million, because this leverage token, they have the bull and the bear. Okay, so when the market is going, if the market is to go up, you buy the bull. Just like we are in a berry season, this is the best time to buy this leverage token called Dodge Bull. Now, if Dogecoin eventually gets back to its all-time high of 0.7, you would be having one token to over $200,000. Now, and to shock you, this token is currently 0.5. Let me get a tool. This token is currently, let me just get it to, this token is currently $0.5. You can see the current price, $0.04, because of the bull market. This token you are seeing, some of us from the information from the platform I got, some persons bought this token at $30,000 and they were happy they bought it early. I'm telling you, $10,000, they were happy they got it early. I think I bought this token around $10 plus. So you should imagine entering $10 and it's around 0.04. Is the best time with just $1, or let's say with just $10, you can get, let's say, 100 of the tokens and so on. So this is not a financial advice. I just want to use this to appreciate all of you who have. I think this is the first time we have done this. Okay, so to appreciate every one of you who have been on this call, and to assure you we are right in here to give you value, and also a token to our guest speaker. I don't know if you have any idea about leverage token, but I think this is our own gift to you, and I believe we are going to maximize it. Don't joke with such information. Don't joke with such information. Buy at as least two as you can afford and hold for the next bull run. Because in fact, we are talking about $200,000. If you have 100 units, you don't need to wait for um what am I saying? $200,000. This is I told you we got at $10. I entered at $10, and this was just when Dogecoin was around 0.30, around 0.3. So Doge, I think Doge should be around 0.1 now. So if Doge should go to 0.3, your I think let me don't think again. If you are entering this token with $10, you should be having around 250 units of this token. Okay, when it gets to $10, which might not take so much time, when BTC hits $30,000, I think you should be able to see Doge at Dodge Bull at $10. So you should be sitting at times $10. That's around $2,500. That's roughly 1.7 million with just 6,000 currently. With just 6,000 currently. This is the way people made money in Shiba Inu and so on. So don't joke with this information. Okay, though it's not a financial advice. Let me just permit me, moderator, to just do my vote of thanks. I appreciate everyone for being on this call, and also our guest speaker. We look forward to hosting you some other time, and also networking with you. Thank you so much. I think we'll drop your Twitter handle. Please kindly follow her. She has given value. Okay, follow her on Twitter. I don't know which other platform handle you want to drop. You can do well to drop it with us, and we'll share. Remember, for if the journey for the next most active member of our community for this week is starting tomorrow with the quiz. Okay, so do well, avail yourself to participate in the quiz and other community activity. At this point, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Good night to you all. Over to you, sir, moderator. Shedrack.
All right. Thank you. See you, Sophie Group. Also thank you to our guest speaker. Please, before you go, the guest speaker, we just have a little final let's say task for you. Please, you help us with the closing prayers. As you have blessed us with knowledge, you also bless us with prayers. So you just help us with the closing prayers, and then we'll call it a night. All right. The guest speaker, Jose Maria.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father, we thank you for a successful session. We thank you for an opportunity for us to gather here to gain knowledge. We say, oh Lord, that all that we have gathered, you will give us the grace to be consistent, to be able to carry out our knowledge. Give as many of us who are here who must be going through one challenges or the other and stopping us from actually networking in this space. We ask for the grace to actually network and grant us success in all of our endeavors through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father,
Amen.
Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. All right, thank you. Thank you. Just a reminder, tomorrow's quiz, same time 8:30 on this same group. Let's just you can go over the the audio for this session would be available. The audio for this session will be available just immediately after the session. The audio will be posted on the group, so you can go over it to get prepared for the quiz tomorrow. So thank you once more. I don't know, Keys, are you raising up your hand? If you want to speak and say something, you can type it on the group. All right. If no one has anything, so I thank you all for joining this call. Thank you. So we can so all right. I think Keys is typing something. I think Keys is typing something. Please the speakers, please just wait, please. Okay. Just vote of thanks. Just vote of thanks. All right, no problem. Thank you all. Thank you everybody on this call. Thank you. All right, so please do it to follow the speakers and do it to also follow Sophie Group on all our handles to keep yourself updated with all our activities. All right. So thank you all. Have a good night. Have a wonderful night rest. Take care of yourselves. Good night.